We are now recording.
What? We're recording?
We are now recording video and audio so that we may say, hello, everyone, and welcome to Two Guys talking about lettuce. My name is Greg
My name
Benson.
is Craig Benzine.
Okay, good.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
We've said our names.
Is that why we started recording, so that we could say that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the only reason.
Okay, so we're done then? Are we...
I think we're pretty much done, but just in case, let's do another 45 minutes just to make sure we've covered all the bases.
Okay, so what else do we need to cover?
Well, we got to cover the bases. Did you watch the World Series?
I absolutely did not.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. I was here. There was a lot of surprises. For one thing, I didn't realize the World Series is baseball. Did you know that? It's a game called baseball, which apparently is America's favorite sport.
Well, I mean, people say it's America's pastime.
Yeah, that's how you pass the time, is you watch baseball. Or you play baseball.
But I wouldn't say it's not even the most popular sport in America.
Apparently
in
it is.
US.
Apparently it is. So let's agree. So anyway,
no. Okay.
The other thing that really surprised me is they had not one team in the World Series, but there were two teams.
Well, it would be
they played each other.
Boring if it was just one. It wouldn't even work if it was just one. How could if the pitcher were pitching the ball?
I got you.
It would just be pitching to a catcher, and there'd be no batter. It would just be two
I
people playing catch.
would love to see that. I would love to see that on national television for 4 hours. I would love to see that.
No, I don't think so.
And maybe they stop every once in a
4
while.
hours?
They eat like a sandwich or something. They stop halfway through and they're like, sandwich time, and they just sit on home base, home plate.
Yeah.
Home.
You could call you. Nope.
Home Depot.
Both of those were right. No,
Home Depot.
You were
They sit
right.
on Home Depot.
The first two were right.
The first
stopped.
Okay, I stopped there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But actually, I just looked it up. An average game now is 2 hours and 36 minutes.
Okay, so you round up and it's 4 hours. So I basically got it right. If you round up to the next hour and a half, it's 4 hours.
Why would you do that?
Inflation. There's a lot. Inflation has really it's affected everything. I don't know if you know this, but inflation is a big problem nowadays. Especially
so inflation affected how you round up time.
Yeah, you round up everything.
Yeah.
Everything's more expensive. There's more time. You know.
Oh. Okay.
All those things. Thanks a lot, inflation.
I don't think that is absolutely not how inflation.
Thanks a lot,
just about
President
money.
Gerald Ford. Thank you, Ford.
I mean, he had a hand in inflation.
He had two hands. Don't get me started on his hands. And let me tell you something. Gerald Ford had beautiful, soft hands. Not a lot of people know that.
Gerald.
Just type in Gerald Ford had beautiful, soft hands.
No, I'm gonna do Gerald Ford hands.
By the way, that's the title of this episode. Gerald Ford had beautiful, soft hands.
It shows him shaking hands with. I did an image search and I see him shaking hands
with President Lincoln.
No, he's standing next to Nixon, and Nixon is shaking hands with someone else.
Oh my God, man, that's exciting.
And now he's shaking hands with Nixon in a different picture.
Have you ever seen the picture of Nixon shaking hands with Elvis? I believe his name is Elvis Parsley.
No, it's Presley, and everyone knows that.
I'm trying to tie it together.
You know
with
what?
The whole
My 6-year-old daughter
thing.
probably doesn't know that. She probably doesn't know.
She's probably like, it's probably like Elvis Parsley, and you're like, oh, you're so dumb.
No.
Your 6-year-old daughter doesn't know anything. My son knows Elvis's last name.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Very impressive.
My daughter probably has never even heard Elvis. So
well, that's a shame because my son could recite all the words to the song "Clam Bake," which we all will agree is Elvis's best song.
Clam bake.
Exactly.
Clam bake.
Clam bake. Gonna have clam bake.
Okay, here's Gerald Ford shaking hands with Greek Prime Minister Karamanlis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who looks kind of like
she was manless for her entire life.
Sure.
Until she got married and her name changed.
Beau Bridges combined with Martin Scorsese, if you can picture that.
That just sounds like a sexy woman to me. You combine those two faces, you got yourself a sexy woman.
No, the face probably wouldn't look that bad as a woman, but I'm just, but it's not. No,
Okay.
it's a man.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
whichever. I thought
Yeah.
when you said manless, I thought it was a lady.
Sure.
Kara. His name is Kara.
Kara Manless, which is one word.
Oh,
Kara
that's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. That's
well-
that's nonsense right there.
Okay.
Yeah, leave it to the Greeks. Leave it to the Greeks. Am I right? To just create a nonsense person.
They're the ones who do that?
They are always
I guess
creating nonsense people.
They did create Greek mythology.
Was
so,
Socrates Greek?
I think so. I'm going to look that up too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look it up.
We're
And find out why was he named after
leave anything a
socks?
mystery?
Yeah,
What?
sure. I'll also look at why was he named after socks? Did he constantly wear socks? And everybody's like, here comes old
no,
Socrates.
No, it's
Socks. Socrates. Yeah, he wore
It's not
socks.
Socrates.
Yeah.
No, it's
Well,
Socrates.
No, I know it's not Socrates. He just wore one sock.
Well, I didn't know that, but he is Greek. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, he's great.
Greek
Good.
philosopher. Yes.
Good.
You ever watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
I have seen that movie, and I liked it back in the day. And then Kim and I tried to rewatch it a couple of years ago, like a year and a half ago, something like that. And we could not get through the whole thing. We felt it did not hold up. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How about you?
Well, I haven't rewatched it in a while, but they do call Socrates Socrates, which I find charming.
That is charming. In fact, how do we know that he didn't pronounce his name that way?
I think we know. I think we have a pretty good idea of that,
I don't feel like, because
I think we have a good idea of the Greek language. I think that
but
still
they didn't.
exists.
They didn't have recordings of pronunciations back then. It's not like they could just pull out their 8-track recording machine and then do a multi-track harmonized version of his name that we could listen to and dance to. They didn't do that.
Yeah, but I highly doubt they would pronounce it Socrates because that's an Americanized way of pronouncing it, and that language didn't even exist yet. So
okay, all right. Well, now you've lost me.
Okay.
I'm just glad we can have these conversations because I always feel like I learn a lot doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And I feel like you learn a lot from me, which is even more important.
You feel that way about?
Yeah.
I feel. Shouldn't that be up to me how I feel?
Yeah, but it's not. It's up to me, and so that's how I feel. And
well, that's
so
great.
So congratulations.
I'm so glad that at least someone feels like I'm learning something.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
you absolutely are. And also, let's just face it. I know you have a wife and you have a whole family and everything, and you make videos and all this. But let's just face it. Doing this podcast is the best time of your life. It does not get better than this. This 45 minutes or so that we spend together every week or so.
I was unaware of that, and thank you for informing me of that. I should, whenever I need to know what to think or feel, I should call you.
And you know what? You don't even need to. We can just talk about it here on the podcast. Because if you call me, I'm not recording it. People can't hear the conversation, and they're going to feel left out.
Okay, so I did some exercise earlier.
Yeah.
How did I feel when I was doing that?
It's good. Your Kegel exercises?
Yeah, my Kegel exercises.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you did pretty well with those.
Okay.
Yeah, you're really building up that muscle.
No, but how did I feel?
You felt rewarded.
Rewarded.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So did you vote today?
No, I did not. I voted October 22nd.
Oh wow.
And the way that I know that I voted October 22nd is that I went to the website to make sure that they got my ballot that I dropped off, and they got it October 22nd. So that's the day I voted.
Oh, so the election process is working well in California.
Absolutely, yeah. I just went to their website, checked it out.
Don't you feel like I'm in a swing state, Wisconsin? Don't you feel like I'm more important right now? Am I more important because I'm in a swing state?
I mean, really, there's no reason for anybody to vote in California. We all know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, but if you didn't, though.
If we didn't, then there would be a real reason for us to vote. We would lose so many electoral votes.
Yeah.
Have we done away with the electoral college? Have we decided to get away with that? By the way, it is election day in case anybody's confused by why we're talking about this. We're recording
it's
on
weeks
November
later
5th.
for you, and you know the results, and we don't. We don't know them.
Right now, we're living in happy land because we are just assuming that the person we love is elected and is going to be the new president.
Yeah, but we could be in a deep depression in a few weeks.
Yeah, we could be like, how the fuck did Jill Stein get elected? We could be like, what the hell happened there?
Actually, I don't know that I'd be in a deep depression.
No, that would be fine.
I'd be really confused.
I'd be confused and surprised. I'm like, how did that happen? Everybody voted she got 98% of the popular vote? How did that happen?
I would just be baffled probably for weeks. I would be like,
everybody would.
Why is the world is not what I thought it was?
No,
what's going on?
It's full of surprises. That's one thing that's great about life. Yeah. Life is full of surprises. You know,
but that won't be one of them.
Landry.
You just said Landry.
I know you didn't expect that because life is full of surprises. You didn't know I was going to say Landry.
Why did you say Landry? Who's Landry?
Because I don't know. I just wanted to surprise you. That's the thing about life.
There is a character on Friday Night Lights played by Jesse Plemons who's Landry.
I love Jesse Plemons. I think Jesse Plemons is terrific.
Yeah, and
didn't he lose a bunch of weight?
I don't know. I haven't weighed him in a while, but
okay, you should weigh Jesse Plemons and tell me how much weight he's lost. I don't think that people who've established themselves as overweight actors should lose weight because then it's just like a totally different person. Like we don't. Then we don't need skinny Seth Rogen. We don't need that.
Yeah, I remember seeing the actor who played Newman. What's his name?
Yeah, Bill Newman.
Bill Newman.
Yeah.
He showed up. Yeah, he showed up on a sitcom like a few years after Seinfeld was over, and he was skinny. He lost a bunch of weight, and he looked
better for his health.
But you know what? Sometimes how people who lose a lot of weight, they look tired.
Oh yeah, well it's because their face just starts falling down. Weight they lost, they just pull their face down like this.
Yeah.
Can you guys who are just listening tell that I was pulling my face down?
They might actually be lower of energy because they may have been getting less nutrition.
Yeah, they don't have enough nutrition. They're like, oh my god, what'd you do today? I ate 2 pieces of celery and I drank a glass of water. Well, why'd you do that?
And you lose muscle mass when you lose weight too.
Yeah, so, I know. Yeah. Don't do that, idiot. That's not a way to lose weight.
So what we're saying is, don't lose weight. It's bad for your health.
At least not like that.
Yeah. But he looked kind of tired, and also everyone around him looked kind of surprised, even though they'd been working with him on the show. Everyone around when he walked in,
they just look at him and they go like, Wayne Knight is his name.
Wayne Knight.
It just popped into my head. His name is Wayne Knight, and I think that guy's hilarious.
Yeah. You could also call him. How's it go? You didn't say the magic word.
Yep. Just like in Jurassic Pank, I believe it's called Jurassic Pank.
Yeah. No, you just made up a word at the end there. You just.
I'm pretty sure the name of the movie is Jurassic
usually
Pank.
Usually titles of movies are like actual words. They're not just like made up words.
Okay. So what is it? Jurassic Pank?
No, that's again. Now you've made up 2 words. So
I'm just trying to get it right. Why don't you tell me what you think the name of the movie is?
It's Jurassic Park. That's the name of the movie.
I don't think that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not correct.
It doesn't sound right.
I think it's Jurassic Pank.
Okay, Jurassic Pank. Yeah.
Which is terrific. It's the best of the Pank movies.
Yeah, it easily is. Yes. Yeah. Don't watch the sequels.
No.
The Pank verse.
Yeah.
Don't watch any of those other. Yeah.
Speaking of different verses, I have a theory that this is a true theory that there is an alternate universe that is exactly like ours.
Yeah.
Except for one difference, the character that we know is Dracula is called Barada, and the soft, just like the soft white cheese.
Sure.
And their soft white cheese is called Dracula.
Okay.
And the ironic thing is that their Dracula pairs really well with garlic. Isn't that ironic?
Wow.
Think about that.
Is,
just think about that. Not a lot of people are talking about this.
No one has ever talked about that until you just now. Or have you talked about this before?
I talk about it daily. But not on this podcast. I talk about it every day. Whenever I just meet random people, like at the library, if someone's like just browsing books at a library, I'll just go up to them and go like, "Hey, you want to hear my theory about the universe?"
Yeah.
And they're always like, "Not really." And then I tell them.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
You have to be a little aggressive sometimes with people at the library because they don't expect to just strike up conversations there. First of all, the library frowns upon talking.
Right.
They do not like talking, especially if you're at full volume. So I always like to talk just a little bit higher than full volume.
Oh, okay. That's not good, Greg. Why? That's not.
I'd be in the library going, I have a theory about the universe. Do you want to hear my theory about the universe? Kind of like that.
Okay. That's a little. It seems like more than a little bit higher volume.
Yeah, I know, but here's the deal.
Yeah.
I love when people show me respect, and the main way that you show someone respect, especially if they're a man, is if you address them as sir.
Sure.
And when I speak loudly in a library, I have noticed immediately people say, "Sir, sir."
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. And I like that respect.
Yeah. Does it make you feel like you've been knighted? Like
yeah. Absolutely. It feels like I've been knighted.
Wow.
So I love the respect that I get at libraries. That's the main reason I go into libraries is for the respect.
For the respect. I think most people go in for books, probably books.
Yeah, or sometimes they just want to check out CDs. They're like, "Do you have the Who's Next CD?" And they're like,
"Sure."
Yeah, but no one ever checks out CDs. And they're like, "I want to check out the Who's Next CD." And then they get it, and then they listen to Baba O'Reilly, and they're like, "I have no idea why this song is named Baba O'Reilly."
That's what they say.
They do. Exactly they do. They're like, "Why isn't it called Teenage Wasteland? Why is it called Baba O'Reilly?"
It doesn't make. Yeah, why is it called Baba O'Reilly?
It does not make sense, and I don't want to talk about that.
Wow, you seem upset. This is the most upset I've ever seen you on this podcast.
I don't want to talk about it because they should have called it they should have called it Teenage Wasteland, not Baba O'Reilly. Sorry, I made a little conversation.
Did you get made fun of as a kid? Because you thought it was called Teenage Wasteland?
No, I got made fun as a kid because people would call me Baba O'Benson.
Oh, they would?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here comes old Baba O'Benson.
Why would they do that?
Because they didn't want to call me Teenage Wasteland.
Huh.
I'm like, please, everybody, my nickname is Teenage Wasteland. Just like the nickname for that song. I bet half the people who hear that song think it's called Teenage Wasteland.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think so. The Freaks and Geeks, the show Freaks and Geeks, the main character gets a little made fun of for thinking it's called Teenage Wasteland.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I should watch that. That has Seth Rogen on it, right? And was he overweight? Was he overweight on that one, or was he skinny?
Yes.
That was before he gained weight.
Yeah, that was overweight Seth Rogen. He was hilarious in it. I watched it a long time ago, not when it was on, years after it was on.
Yeah.
I was late to the party, but not late enough for it to be recent. So I watched it a while ago.
You know what?
And
I'll admit something to you.
I liked it a lot.
Okay, I'll admit something to you. I watched it also. I saw the whole series.
Yeah.
I don't really remember it except that I did enjoy it.
Yeah. I liked it a lot and it should have been more seasons. And then all the actors took over Hollywood, basically.
Yeah, they kind of did, didn't they? So they're like,
well, if
you got cast on that show, I have a feeling that what's his name who made Knocked Up and 40-Year-Old Virgin? You know that guy? What's his name? Director? The writer-director?
Judd Apatow?
Judd Apatow, yeah, that's what I said. I have a feeling that Judd Apatow said to all of those actors, he said, by the way, I'm going to make movies and stuff, and I need somebody to write a bunch of movies and things. So if you guys want to start writing your own movie, I'll make your movies. And they were like, okay, Mr. Apatow. And then they wrote their movies, and he's like, okay, let's go make the movies. And then they would all make the movies, and they'd see the first cut, and they were like, these are really great. Are you going to cut out about 20 to 30 minutes? And he'd be like, no, they're perfect just as they are. And they're like, I really think you ought to cut out about 20 minutes or more. And then he'd be like, no, shut up. I like my movies this length. This is the correct length for these movies. And they're like, sir, they seem really long, and then they drag a little bit. I mean, they're really good movies, but they're long and they drag. Shut up. They're not. They're fine. That's the conversation that Judd Apatow had with...
And they never got out of their puberty voice. They just
no.
Yeah.
Because here's what you don't realize about actors. Actors use a different voice in movies and television than they do in
Jason
real life.
Segel, what does he sound like in real life?
I met Jason Segel. I remember I met him. And by the way, he's not a seagull. He's a person.
Oh.
Okay? He's a human being.
I think everyone knows that. Yes.
Not with that name. They don't know that. They're like, I want to meet it. I want to meet that seagull. Nope. That's just the guy's name. He's not actually a seagull. Anyway.
No one hears the name Jason Segel and thinks, oh, So you're talking about a bird? No one thinks that.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I thought that.
Okay.
I'll admit that I thought that.
All right. Okay.
And I was incorrect because he's just a person. He's a human being person.
Yeah. What about Steven Seagal?
Yeah, same thing. So
Katie Seagal?
They're all the same person. They're all the same.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So they're all the same. They just take different form. You know how human beings are. Anyway, so I went up to Jason Seagal, and I said to him, "Hey, Mr. Seagal, it's a pleasure to meet you." He's like, "Oh boy, it's great to meet you too. Oh boy,
wow,
oh boy."
What is it about the actors on that show? Do they all sound like that still?
I guess they do. I guess they do. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not in charge. I don't.
What happened? What was there something in the craft services that?
I guess so. Yeah. I guess they all had too many peanut M&Ms or something. I think peanut M&Ms.
Oh.
By the way, did you know that Trader Joe's now makes their own version of M&Ms and peanut M&Ms?
Greg, you are the biggest Trader Joe fanboy I know.
I really do love Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just went to Trader Joe's not too long ago and got the. I can't eat Indian. I can't go to Indian restaurants because.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're getting way too excited. I can't go to Indian restaurants because my tree nut allergy. It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
But they have a frozen Indian meal.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was delicious.
I know. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. Trader Joe's products are amazing, and their frozen Indian food. You will not find better frozen Indian dishes anywhere. And I've tried all of them. I've tried Amy's, and I've tried all the other frozen Indian, and they're not that good. And the Trader Joe's ones are really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
and so I can finally eat Indian food.
I'm getting a FaceTime from my brother.
Okay.
A second.
All right.
Oh, hey brother, I'm doing an episode of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce right now.
Oh,
hello.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, there's Craig. Do you want to say hi to everybody who's listening to the show?
Hello, people talking and listening about lettuce.
Okay. So, sorry I can't talk right now because I'm doing this podcast.
Oh yeah, I totally understand that. I hope everybody learns a tremendous amount about lettuce today.
Do you want to apologize for anything Greg might say on this episode?
Craig says, "Do you want to apologize for anything that I might say on this episode?"
Oh, I apologize for everything you have said on every episode. I'll leave you back to it.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks, brother. Love you. Bye. Oh, Doug Benson, everybody. Wow.
Doug Benson.
That's so exciting. He's never made an appearance on this podcast before.
No. You know what? My sister's never made an appearance either.
Why not? Is she going to FaceTime you right now?
I should have her Should I FaceTime her?
It's only fair. I mean, my brother FaceTimed, so she should FaceTime you.
She's probably at work right now. I don't think I want to interrupt.
Oh, well, you've ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, sorry. Well, okay, I will. I'll interrupt. Let's see.
All right.
I highly doubt she's gonna.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Let's get an answer, but let's give it a try.
I'm so excited about this.
I medium doubt she's gonna answer. She might answer.
I am so wet right now.
Actually, oh my. Greg.
No, I took a shower. I didn't fully dry.
Actually, I got
really clean.
She doesn't have an iPhone.
She doesn't?
She has a
oh, come on.
Android. So I can't FaceTime.
What sort of a person does that? They've ruined your possibilities of FaceTiming by not having an iPhone?
I think I can do Google Meet. Let's see.
Oh, I love Google Meet. I had some of that the other day. Had it medium rare. Delicious.
Yep. I knew. Yep.
So good. So good. You know what? It pairs really well with a little Dracula and garlic.
Okay.
I had some of that on the side.
No, you had burrata and garlic.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You're in the burrata universe.
In this universe, I had burrata and garlic, and it was delicious with a little olive oil. You know, not the actual oil, but the character from Popeye.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, wait. You ate a person. Oh,
it's just an animated person.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, it's Melissa Benzine. Everybody.
Oh my God, this is so exciting.
I'm doing a podcast with my friend Greg Benson. Two guys talking about lettuce. I don't know if you've ever listened to an episode, but if not, that's fine. You're
gonna have to hold her up to the microphone so we can hear her.
Oh yeah, but if you want to say anything at all, and literally anything at all on a podcast, have you ever been on a podcast before? Okay. Is there anything you've ever wanted to say on a podcast?
Well, God, I feel like I'm put on the spot.
Yeah, you very much are being put on the spot, and I apologize. But don't worry, this podcast is complete nonsense anyways. So, yeah.
Complete
What did you have for lunch today?
Okay, this is going to be good.
Well, I had a salad I got at Hy-Vee.
Oh, Hy-Vee. Do you have Hy-Vees in California?
No, but I bet that salad had lettuce in it.
Oh,
Ask
yeah. Did
her.
that salad have lettuce in it?
Yes.
Score!
Oh, my. All right, everybody.
Score!
We got an organic mention of lettuce on this episode.
Wow.
Okay.
God, that was good.
That's all I needed. Thank you, sister.
Can I help you out?
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. Wow. So, all right. Everybody say goodbye to Melissa.
Bye, Melissa.
Bye.
Wow, she seems so nice.
Okay.
Oh
Bye.
my God, that was a score. See, my brother FaceTime. He didn't say anything organically about lettuce, although he did mention lettuce and he talked about it. But it wasn't really that organic. But hers, she ate organic lettuce.
I don't remember him mentioning lettuce.
He did.
At all.
He talked about. You just rewind it and listen. He talked about it a little bit.
Did we just shoot right through the Patreon only section?
No, that starts right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
That's the end of the Patreon-only bonus section. And I got to say, I was right when I was estimating that it was the best Patreon-only bonus section we've ever had. Except it wasn't.
Oh.
We've had better ones.
So, wait. So the exception was just the opposite of what you said before.
That's right.
So, yeah, okay. We've had better ones. It was pretty good, though. It was actually pretty good.
It's good. I diagnosed a medical issue that you had, and I was right.
Uh-huh.
And now you're going to get it taken care of so that your face doesn't cave in.
Nope, because I don't really have a medical condition.
You don't really want your... you let that...
I got a second opinion.
You let that go, and your face is going to cave in, just like I said.
But I got a second opinion, and so now I'm confident that it's fine.
It's true.
So,
okay, look, here's the thing. We can't give away all the stuff that we talked about on the Patreon only bonus section.
No.
That's for the
and
patrons.
I was trying not to, but you're just like you're a faucet. You're a faucet of Patreon only content right now.
I really am.
Yeah.
I'm a faucet. Do you remember Bob Fawcett, the choreographer? He was good.
I think it's Bob Fosse.
It's thanks to Bob Fawcett that we use the term jazz hands. I'm assuming.
Bob Fosse or Fosse?
Bob Fawcett. It's Bob Fawcett
No.
was his name.
I
He
don't
was
think that's how you
named
pronounce it.
after a water faucet.
No, I don't even think that's not how you pronounce it, and that's definitely
It is.
not what he was named after.
He was named after that.
Because it's his last name. So he
Bob Fawcett is his name. Look it up, guys.
his parents weren't like, oh, we're going to give him the last name Fawcett because we have a faucet in our kitchen.
If you don't believe me,
Yeah.
if you don't believe me that he was named after a water faucet, Google the words water faucet and you will see a picture of him and you will be amazed how much he even looks like a water faucet.
Okay, I'm going to Google water faucet.
Google water faucet. You will see. It is remarkable. The resemblance between his face and an actual water faucet.
I'm seeing a lot of things that look exactly like a water faucet.
I know. That's Bob Fawcett. That's his face.
That is not.
It is. I swear to God, they wouldn't put it on the internet if it were false. It's on the internet. That is the man's face.
So here's the thing. I Googled Bob Fawcett, and what came up was Bob Fosse.
I don't know about that.
And
That doesn't make sense.
He looks nothing like a water faucet.
It's a different guy.
But
I'm talking about
in the middle of those images.
Yeah.
I Googled Bob Fawcett. There are some faucets in there.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So read between the lines, as they say.
Okay.
Okay. Just read between the. Speaking of reading between the lines, we do have a sponsor this week, and I would like to thank our sponsor.
You know, not every 44-year-old like myself would know that you were referencing Bob Fosse. I'm pretty proud of myself. There.
Man, I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of you and all that jazz.
Okay. Sure.
And all that jazz. By the way, that's a movie that I have not seen, I think, since like the 1980s or something. And I recall that movie as being just a wild trip. I got to see that movie again. I remember it as being crazy.
Was
all
Roy
that
Scheider
jazz.
in that?
Yeah, Roy Scheider, an
Yeah,
actor
yeah.
that the younger generation probably has never even heard of. They probably haven't even
unless-
seen Jaws.
I know. People need to watch Jaws, damn it.
Jaws
That's
is
a good
pretty
one.
great. Jaws is a pretty great movie. You
And
know?
it holds up. It's a great one.
Yeah. They have a lot of famous lines in that movie, like, "Oh, that's a big shark. I bet it's 190 footer,"
But-
and then the other one's like 195 footer. You know?
Really. It's horrible dialogue. That's boring. It's really boring.
That's the way it
But,
is.
no,
Everybody
people my
get out of the
generation-
everybody get out of the water. There's a lobster loose. I remember that.
Sure.
Quickly, cover yourselves in hot butter.
No, none of that.
I don't. That's I'm confusing it with something
I
else.
think
I guess.
my generation is aware of Roy Scheider because of Sequest, the show.
Oh yeah, I think you're thinking of Lloyd Bridges,
Am I?
and it was called Sea Hunt, not Sequest.
No, I don't even know what Sea Hunt is.
All right.
So
I think you're thinking of the letter C.
Oh no, I'm aware of the letter C, and no, I'm not.
Do you ever use it? Use the letter C in a word.
Craig. Craig.
That's not a
My
word. That's a name. That's a proper. It's a proper name. You messed up.
You know. Okay.
Carousel. That'd be one you could have just said carousel. How come you didn't say carousel?
I'm sorry, I didn't choose the C word that was in your head.
Carnivorous. That's another good one. How come you didn't say
sure.
that? Oh man, look at that! Look at that carousel. It's so carnivorous.
Carrot.
Carrot. That's that carnivorous carousel will not eat a carrot. That's for sure. You know why?
No,
Because
'cause
it's
it eats
carnivorous. Yeah.
It only eats Google meat.
Listen,
actually.
now we're getting past the point where I'm supposed to do the sponsorship, and if I don't do it within the next 5-10 seconds, they're not going to pay us.
They're
so
gonna shoot you.
they're not going to shoot me. They don't do that.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's. Oh my, you're preparing. You look like you're preparing. Oh wow.
I have to read the.
You're
I have
getting
to
in
read-
character.
Yeah.
You got really serious all of a sudden.
Ahem.
Okay. Oh my God.
Hey
What's
everybody.
happening?
Hey, you pieces of shit. This episode is
No.
sponsored. It's just a talking point. It's not coming from me. It's coming from the company. It's coming from Procter and Gamble. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you pieces
Procter
of shit.
and Gamble.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
this is their product. Hey, you pieces of shit. This episode is sponsored by
No.
Casper Van Dien's Starship Trooper Scoopers.
Okay.
Scoop your poop while looking at the beautiful, beautiful face of one of 1997's biggest stars.
Casper who?
Casper Van Dien, star of the movie Starship Trooper. This is Casper Van Dien's Starship Trooper Scoopers. Keep up.
Yeah.
It's not just for poop anymore. Thanks to Casper
Well,
Van
wouldn't it
Dien.
be for troops?
Let me
It's
just.
a trooper
Can I just
scooper.
read the goddamn
Okay,
copy?
yeah,
I'm
okay,
trying to
all
read
right.
the goddamn copy. You know, if I don't read the goddamn copy, these motherfuckers aren't going to pay us the $13.50 they promised
Well,
us.
now there's recording of you saying that you're calling them motherfuckers. so.
They are a bunch of motherfuckers, and
Well, they're
I
not gonna
need
like that either.
I need that $13.50, which of course
We
I will
really
split
should
with you
edit
50-50.
this podcast. We really should edit
I know,
this.
but we can't because we don't know how to edit. There's no editing involved because we don't have the skill.
We don't know how to edit. Okay, right.
And they're
Okay.
not just for poop anymore. Thanks to Casper Van Dien's patented Teflov coating, Starship Trooper Scoopers are perfect for scooping rice, ice cream, and even ice cream. No rinsing required.
Okay, sure.
That's Casper Van Dien's Starship Trooper Scoopers, available at your local ham stand.
At your local ham stamp or your local hand stamp?
I don't know what you're saying.
I
don't follow you.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were
Yeah,
saying.
I don't follow you.
That's the thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So this actor decided to make pooper scoopers because
But it's not just for poop. You can scoop poop with
Yeah.
them, and then
ice cream or
thanks-
ice cream.
ice
sure.
cream, ice cream,
Yeah.
or rice, or
Yeah.
even ice cream.
So just those things? Can you scoop other things? It's just a scooper. I feel like you could scoop anything with it.
No,
Why not? Why?
It doesn't work.
What
It
is
doesn't
it
work.
about the scooper that makes it not work with other things?
it's just designed to work with these four things:
But I
poop,
don't understand. Like if
rice,
I grab,
ice
if
cream,
I decide to scoop
or ice cream.
like peas or
No,
something.
oh come on! Now you're
It's not
being
gonna- why
ridiculous.
won't it work?
You
Why wouldn't
can't-
it work?
You cannot scoop peas with Casper Van Dien's Starship Trooper scoopers.
I don't understand why I couldn't. Like what physically makes
All right,
it so I can't.
all right. Don't argue with me. Just why don't you
Yeah.
buy a few of them and try to scoop
Yeah.
peas and let me know what happens.
Okay, here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to look it up, and it's not going to exist. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
You think you know everything.
Yeah.
You
I
think
do.
you know.
Yeah.
Why do you look so short, by the way? You look. You have a lot of headroom. You look short. Oh, now you look taller.
Yeah, the way that my laptop was tilted. I
Wow.
guess.
Now you look taller. Now you look like
I'm
we're
also
about the same
I'm
height.
slouching a little bit.
Are
I
you?
think.
Are you slouchy McSloucherson?
Maybe I shouldn't slouch.
Are you a little slouchy Bobo, as they say?
No one. I've never heard slouchy.
Oh, look
Bobo
at you. Are you a
before.
little slouchy Bobo? You know how you hear that sometimes? People grab
No.
your cheeks and go, oh, we just say slouchy Bobo.
No,
Who's
I
a
feel like
slouchy Bobo?
You're just hanging out with your grandmother a lot. Is that
My
what's
grandmother does that to me all the time. Are you a slouchy Bobo? And I'm like, all right, Grandma, get back in your chair. You just slouchy Bobo.
Why do you slouch so much around your grandmother?
I don't. That's just what she calls me.
Okay.
She thinks I'm a little slouchy Bobo.
Oh, you little slouchy Bobo.
Grandma, are you here? Grandma?
No, that was me.
Oh, I thought
That
my
was me.
grandma was here for a second.
No. So we were
God,
talking
that scared
about
me. That
we were
scared
talking about the multiverse earlier, and it reminded me of a movie idea I had.
Great, let's hear it.
Which now I can't do because it was ruined.
Oh shit, what happened?
Someone else did a movie that was similar.
No. Similar, you mean?
Similar idea.
Okay,
and
let's hear it.
I think I may have told you this idea before.
Let's hear it.
It's about a guy who develops a time machine. He goes back in time to the age of the dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
He does something in the past. I'm assuming he accidentally kills a T-Rex or something.
Okay.
And then he comes back to the present. This is also kind of similar, now that I think about it, to a Simpsons episode, and so maybe it wouldn't be dinosaurs, but
Yeah,
something else.
it would have to be a baby T-Rex because I don't think that he could accidentally kill a full-grown T-Rex.
No, I see that. I want it to be some sort of amazing accidental kill, like a.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it'd be like he
falls.
it'd be like he was taking notes and then he tripped and the pencil flew out of his hand and went directly into the T-Rex's brain, and it killed the T-Rex.
Maybe that.
You can use that for free.
Not,
That's free.
Probably not that.
You can use that.
But
I'm a movie writer now. I just wrote a movie.
No.
I think that's what movie writing is.
A dumb idea. That's all you did. That's what
movie writing is. Okay.
He went back to the present.
Yeah.
And he's paranoid that he changed the present because of messing up the past.
And then what happened when he opened? What happens when he opens the present?
No, Greg. No.
You say he went back to the present.
I'm gonna just blow right past that. We're just gonna blow right past that.
Wise decision.
And then he doesn't see any changes, and then maybe a week or two goes by, and through some conversation about the Beatles, he discovers that Ringo Starr isn't one of the Beatles.
Oh no.
That's like the only difference.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr isn't one of the Beatles.
Shit. Who is it? Who's the drummer for the Beatles?
Gary. I don't know.
Guy's name is Gary?
Yeah.
John, Paul, George, and Gary?
Yeah. I
God
guess.
damn it.
I don't know. So then he makes it his mission to go find what Ringo is doing.
Yeah.
If Ringo exists.
Great.
And he finds a man whose life is in ruin. He's down and out. He drinks a lot. He's homeless, and so he tries to rehabilitate Ringo.
Wow.
And that's the movie. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's basically been done with the movie yesterday. You know, they tracked down John Lennon, and they do. It's tracked down John Lennon.
I didn't see the movie yesterday.
Oh,
but
I just ruined the best part of it. At the end of
But
it,
I do know.
he finds John Lennon because John
Does he
Lennon
really?
Yeah, John Lennon survived because he wasn't a famous rock star, and so he didn't get murdered.
He does find him in that movie.
Yeah. I just
So
ruined
that
the
is
ending
very
for you.
similar to my idea.
It
knew
is.
that. I knew that it was similar in the fact that the Beatles didn't exist, but similar.
Yeah.
But I had that idea
Yeah.
well before that movie came out.
Well, it just goes to show you, ideas don't sell scripts. Writing a script and selling it sells scripts.
And I'm wondering if I probably told someone and they stole it. I'm gonna sue.
You should do that just in case. I feel like you should always sue everyone just in case.
Yeah. Because what's the worst that's gonna happen? You lose and you have to pay a lawyer a lot of money. What? Oh well.
You didn't even make a big deal over the fact that you don't have to rinse the pooper scooper after you scoop poop and then you scoop rice and ice cream or ice cream. You didn't even make a big deal over the rinsing.
I may have been tuning it out at that point. I may have been just not.
I really expected for that to be the part that you just dissect. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You've got a scooper. You've just pooped. You scooped up some dog shit. You got dog shit on it. And you're expecting me to believe that Casper Van Dien's patented Teflon coating is going to protect that scooper and keep it clean enough so that then you could scoop food that you will eat. You didn't even bring that part up.
I guess I didn't even. I assumed it would be washed in between.
It's not. It says no rinsing required. It's part of the talking points.
Okay, I guess I didn't pick up on that, and it's probably good that doesn't exist because it sounds like I would have just been eating poop if I had it. So
yeah, I wouldn't trust any sort of. No matter what Casper Van Dien says, I wouldn't trust his patented Teflon coating. I don't even think that's real. And frankly, I feel like Teflon coating would sue Casper Van Dien for using a name that's too similar.
I would say the worst thing about it is that
similar.
Oh wait! It's not Teflon coating.
No, it's Teflon coating.
Teflon. Now, does that also cause horrible consequences like Teflon does? Because if not, then it's okay.
You are looking to get sued by Teflon by even just insinuating. Do you know how much money Teflon coating has? Teflon coating is worth thousands of dollars.
Great. More than that, but it's owned by DuPont.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
Which is what the movie Dark Water is about, and you should watch it because it's really good.
Dark Water? I'm going to make a note of that.
Okay.
Dark Matter. I wrote it down.
Nope.
Oh,
you messed it up. Dark Matter is a series on Apple TV. Which,
I look forward to watching that.
It's also a book. I read the book and I watched the whole series. I watched the whole series while I had COVID. I watched Dark Matter. And you know what? It was fine. It wasn't. I didn't love it, and I didn't even love the book that much. I've taken it all in.
Well, then why are you recommending that if you didn't love it so much?
I didn't recommend it. I'm just
said I should watch the whole series.
Water,
Craig.
I'm talking about Dark Water.
Craig, you can't just recommend something and then change your mind. You can't do that.
I know. I agree.
You can't just say, "Oh, watch this." Nah, don't watch that. That doesn't make sense.
I know. I agree because that's not what I did.
Hey, do you know what's weird? Tito Jackson passed away recently of the Jackson 5. And you know what's so weird? Do you ever think about this? One moment you're alive, next moment you're not. Do you ever think about that?
I think everyone thinks about that.
Everyone
who's aware of death. Yeah.
It's every once in a while you hear people like, "Oh, he died so suddenly." Everyone does. Because one moment you're alive, next moment you're not alive. That means you just died suddenly.
Yeah, but I think some people, it's you're getting closer and closer to death.
I know, but you're still alive. You're getting closer and closer. Oh, still alive, still alive, still alive, still alive, not alive.
Yeah, but some people
Boom.
are like
sudden.
Basically, they're almost dead. That can happen.
Oh, kind of like in The Princess Bride. He's mostly dead.
As soon as I said almost dead, I was thinking the same thing.
Thinking Princess Bride.
Yeah, mostly dead. Yeah.
So here's the thing about Reddit, and I know that your wife was into Reddit for a while, and did she give it up permanently, or did she go back to it?
I don't know. She's not on it very much now. I go on Reddit a lot, though. Okay.
So I like Reddit, and I like different movie subreddits and stuff like that. I'm on a bad movies subreddit that I really enjoy. But but under movies, no matter what movie people name, they're like, "Oh my God, I just watched The Trash Fuckers, and it's my favorite movie from the 60s. The Trash Fuckers is so good." And everybody's like, "Oh my God, I remember The Trash Fuckers. It's so good. How they all get together and they fuck the trash, and it's so good." But here's the deal.
That sounds terrible. This is a bad example, Greg.
That's what I'm just making up an example because
really distracting.
I don't want to offend
your point, whatever point you're going to make.
My point is, no matter what movie someone names, everybody jumps on like, "Oh my God, yes, it's so good. Oh, how come more people don't talk about The Trash Fuckers," or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
So, and the same is true when someone else when they name a legitimately good movie, like Princess Bride. The opposite is true. People go like, I never understood why people like Princess Bride. Yeah. What's the big deal about Princess Bride? It's not very good. I'm like, what? Yeah. You're just an idiot.
I agree.
And listen, that goes to you, listener. If you listen to this and you're like, "I don't know why people like The Princess Bride. It's stupid." You know what? You're stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Your opinion makes you dumb.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Listen, everyone's opinion is valid except yours.
I feel like this goes in waves,
movie.
Though.
Yeah?
This goes in waves. Like people jump on loving a movie or some old piece of media on Twitter or somewhere. It just becomes cool to really like a thing that maybe wasn't noticed way back then.
Yeah.
And then once in a while, a movie that everyone loved for a while, people jump on it and be like, this sucks, I hate it. It just becomes trendy to dislike a thing. And I feel like Princess Bride has been going through that for the past like 4 or 5 years, where some people are like, actually, this movie sucks,
Well, that's ridiculous.
But I know it's one of the best movies ever made. It's a wonderful movie.
I agree.
I actually just watched it like a month ago, and it's great.
It is. Well, I watched it with you. I was with you when you watched it a month ago. I was with you in your home.
You watched.
Yeah, you were playing it in your home, and I watched
it.
I watched it with
half
you.
of it.
Yeah.
We watched half of it.
Well, because
and then
I've already seen the other half.
Yeah, we watched the rest of it after you left.
I would rate it right up there with the Trash Fuckers. It is just one of those classic movies.
I don't think
they deserve to be listed in the same list?
Well, number one, that's absolutely true. Yeah.
Why is that? You don't like that movie? You don't like the Trash Fuckers?
Well, I've never seen it, but based on how you describe it sounds terrible.
So you're just assuming based on the title.
But
you're
not letting me get to the most important bit, which is that it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Well, now you're just nitpicking. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
to say that you don't like a movie simply because it doesn't exist, that's closed-minded.
No, that's just observing.
I think it's closed-minded, and I think you should be ashamed of yourself. Shame on you.
No.
Shame on you, Craig.
I feel like I'm a good person, and I don't deserve shame.
Hang on. There's one more coming. There's a dramatic pause before it, but there is one more coming.
Sure. Okay.
Shame on you.
Oh my God. Okay, that one I felt the shame. So yeah. Okay,
good.
Maybe I do deserve some shame.
Yeah, you sure did. Okay, folks, that's the end of this episode of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. We hope that you all have enjoyed the shame which has been inflicted upon Craig Benzine for insulting a movie he's never even seen and doesn't even exist. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
I'm Greg Benson.
I'm Craig Benzine, and you and I now need to make the movie Trash Fuckers.
I'm talking about lettuce.
Okay.
I'm talking about lettuce.
Sounds terrible.
I'm talking about lettuce.